Okay. This is the south bathroom. There are two whole bathrooms. The south bathroom has a commode in it. Excuse me, they all have a commode in them, has a bathtub in it. And so this is it. The stopper works. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Sink is fine. This is the GFCI receptacle outlet for this bathroom, the south bathroom, the north bathroom. Over there, we're going to it next. And the parent bedroom suite bathroom. Anytime you trip a GFCI, this is where you go to reset it. Underneath here, boring. That extra piping right there, that black pipe, that is your primary evaporator drain line for your cooling system, your air conditioner. The fans vent to the outside. Boring. Coming on along to the north bathroom. It has the shower in it. Okay? So, hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Everything's supposed to go down, goes down. Hi, Timmy. Okay. This door sweep is fine, right there. And again, underneath here, boring. Boring is good. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. GFCI protected. See that little sticker? That's what you're supposed to be looking for. I mean, not looking for, but it's supposed to be posted on every GFCI protected receptacle outlet. Now, this luminaire, okay, I don't know if you can see it real good. It's hanging from the ceiling, dangling. We got a dangling luminaire. And this is plumbing, and it's interior plumbing and appliances. Get the GFCI on that. I do not know whether the refrigerator comes. It makes ice. It makes ice. Refrigerators are beyond the scope of this inspection. If this refrigerator conveys with the property, if it comes with the property, this is mechanical equipment, very much just like an air conditioner. And it's important, GFCI there, it's important that this is serviced. So if this conveys, this comes with the property. If my client, the buyer of this home, if this refrigerator is part of the deal, the coils should be cleaned, the filters should be changed. Basically, it should be serviced like any mechanical equipment to ensure that it's going to work for you. Excuse me. Gas range, gas cooktop, gas oven. And one thing that I do not do is convection bake, convection roast, cleaning. We don't do those. This oven, this range has all those features. The cooktops work, the broilers work, the oven works, all these things work. This oven has an anti-tip device. Over here we have an electric oven. So we got a gas range oven and an electric oven. And again, I don't inspect the cleaning. It's just the bake and the broil. I know that the convection works very well. I suspect that the convection works in these ovens because you can hear the fans going. And after these ovens have been on for a while, like this one has, that fan will run for a while until the temperature goes down. I don't know why this. Okay. Scour, high, sanitize, air dry, spray, I guess. Alright, start. Okay. I haven't gotten this to run. I know that it runs. Okay, we have a microwave over here. We're supposed to heat something up. And we got the magic lights. These are supposed to flicker on and off. This is for the microwave. Okay, so that's popcorn, veggies. Okay, start 30 seconds. See the flickering? You might as well hang it up now. Everything else is anticlimactic. It's the magic lights. They're just blinking for us. That's how we know the microwave works. Counts down. 3, 2, 1. I don't hear a buzzer. There we go. Is it hot? That's how I tell. Woo-wee! That's hot. Got the magic lights here. Why can't I make the dishwasher run? 30-minute wash. Closed door. There it goes. It's making some noise. This right here is called a foul line. F-O-U-L. That's how us hillbillies pronounce it. Okay, that's where all the germs and the bacteria and the cooties and the viruses hide. Okay? Now everybody will tell you, a realtor will say, just put some bleach underneath there. It'll be alright, bud. I get it. I can just put some bleach underneath there. I guess it'll be alright. But there is a code against that. I'm going to bake it into the report. Now, I've yet to have a client call me up and say, hey, bud, glad you caught that foul line, man. Good work on that. I've yet to have that happen. But, maybe. I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. Coming on along. This dishwasher's still not running. It just turns off. You won't do a 30-minute wash? Will you do a normal wash? What am I going to do? Press start. Close door. Let's see. Okay. Water filters are beyond the scope of this inspection. This is a 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. Okay, this switch is allowed per the manufacturer for a 1/3 horsepower, 1/2 horsepower, 3/4 horsepower, 5/8 horsepower. But if this is a 1 horsepower garbage disposal, then it's not. But if you replaced your garbage disposal with a 1 full horsepower garbage disposal, then you would have to come up with a different switching mechanism. See these right here? Those are called sticks. Alright? That's what's holding the sink up. Now the manufacturer thinks that metal brackets should be holding the sink up. That's what the manufacturer thinks. They sell metal brackets for that. But you know, just put some sticks in there, put some screws in there. Philip, we're going to the beer store. Oh, Doug, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know. I'm getting a raise next week. One of my favorite, Philip and Doug. They can do some plumbing. They can do some plumbing, all right. But oh, let's find out. Inquiring minds want to know: does the vegetable sprayer work? You bet it works. This is the anti-siphon device for the dishwasher. This is the switch. There you go, man. We're disposing. We're food waste disposing. That's what we're doing. We're part of the food waste disposal team. Now over here, I'm going to go just a little farther. The Marble Institute says that if the overhang hangs over, past more than 10 inches, then it should have a corbel or a brace. And we've got these metal slats underneath here. And I just have to trust that the slats make a decent cantilever. I wasn't here when they installed it. I didn't see when those decisions were being made, but it does have those. This is another thing this isn't. It's not a code inspection, but the dishwasher's working fine though. It's not a code inspection, but the dishwasher's working fine. But there's such a thing known as a work triangle. A work triangle, and it's based around the kitchen sink. So you've got the oven over here, you've got an oven over here, microwave over here, cooktop over here, dishwasher over here. The refrigerator's all the way over there. The refrigerator is not inside of a work triangle. And that's just, again, that's design. That's beyond what I'm supposed to be doing. I should probably keep my mouth shut, but I opened it. But I opened that mouth. Okay, this is the kitchen vent fan. Lights on, fan on. Are you gonna work for us? There it goes. The filter's kind of dirty, isn't it? But here's the thing. It's okay to put foil tape on your kitchen vent fan. But see the tape on the wall behind that? You're supposed to have a fire blocking plate, not tape. Not tape cut in a square to resemble a fire blocking plate. That is not the proper gauge for a proper fire blocking plate. That is a tape design. And there's nothing wrong with having a tape design except that it's not a fire blocking plate. A fire blocking plate should have been installed there. Moving on along. This fireplace, the Hearth Extension is not 24 inches, but the manufacturer specification supersedes code. Kind of like the switch for the food waste disposal. Okay, so this was all prefab, so I'm sure the manufacturer's specifications have been met because this is the way it came. Another thing is that fireplace is not supposed to draw its combustible air from the living space. And again, this was completely prefab, and that's the way it came. Now we just flip this magic switch over here. We got, don't we? There you go, instant romance, right there. Now, a fireplace, a gas log operation like this, it off vents gases, but it does not off vent smoke. But if you do find yourself inside, and the window will fog up when it first gets started like that, that's not unusual. If you find yourself inside of this fireplace enclosure, the gas logs need to go back exactly as they were. Because if these logs are not lined up the way the manufacturer designed them, even though this fireplace will not off-gas smoke, it will off-gas soot. And you might end up repainting if you don't put those logs back exactly the way they belong. Moving on along, we're coming in here to close the laundry, and we have a vent fan. It goes to the exterior, that's fine. Okay, but and a vent fan's not required, but we've got one. Hot and cold's labeled. This is actually GFCI protected. GFCI protected for the washer. Now you have both electric and gas connections, and this clothes dryer is hooked up by gas. This is a gas clothes dryer, but this 240 volt clothes dryer should be GFCI protected, and it's not. I'm going to go back out and look in the electric service panel load center breaker box, call it what you will. I'm going to go back and look in that to make sure, but it's not. Moving along, this is the parent bedroom suite, and this is the parent bathroom. And so hot's on the left, cold's on the right. This is boring. Okay, this is boring. Oh, people just wanting to talk to me, aren't they? Well, they're just trying to talk. Now this is interesting because we have an access port here for two reasons. And one of them could have been for a jet tub, but this is a garden tub. It's a garden tub. But we see over here we've got a GFCI receptacle. Well, this is in case you wanted to install a jet tub, you could do that. But another thing for this, by the way, we got other reasons. Hang on. There we go. Not just so I can look underneath here and see if it's properly supported, because I can. I can see that it's properly supported. But it also shows us that is our dilution valve, our tempering valve. So it's good to have one of these. It's good to have one of these, and you've got one. So we've got a tempering valve right there. And when I was down here looking inside of there, I'll put this back in a minute. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. There goes this gasket's missing. See that? See the gasket is missing right there? So if you're in here showering, you know, washing your feet and stuff and hopping around, the water's going to come out and splash on this. It's a good thing that you got this. Most people put a towel out here anyway. But you're supposed to have a gasket. The other one has a gasket. There's a little bit of corrosion starting right there. Again, hot's on the left, cold's on the right. It's actually pretty good. It sprays fine. Back in here, commode is like the other commodes. Everything's supposed to go down, goes down. Now this commode has a bidet that's been installed to it. And that is an aftermarket item to the commode that's beyond the scope of this inspection. Like the water filters are beyond the scope of the inspection. And the water conditioner is beyond the scope of this inspection. But that's about it. We learned that our gasket's not working. Our gasket's compromised. That's what we learned. We learned that we do not have a fire plate on the vent fan. We learned that the vent fan itself is dirty. That's about it. The washer and the food waste disposal are not GFCI protected. That wasn't required when the home was built. We learned that our luminary is dangling. Pretty clean. The home's about 5 years old. We didn't expect to find a lot of things, but that's what we're here for, is to find stuff.